All right, everyone. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell by my voice on this video, but my heart when I saw this news started beating out of my chest. Okay. So I was gonna have it be an article, right? Because there's an article from Games Radar that talks about it, but then they put out a pretty nice graphics, the Gears of War team. So I said, you know what? We're just gonna read that and I'll give you guys gameplay so it's a little bit of a better visual. But the Gears of War beta has been extended and expanded. Extended and expanded. So Gears of War Twitter account said this. We heard you. More maps, more modes, more time. This weekend's multiplayer beta has been extended and execution will now be playable along with King of the Hill. So the graphic it says it starts Friday on June the 20th, same time at 12 p.m. PDT. 12 p.m. PDT, I believe that's the same time it was supposed to start right off the bat. However, Sunday, June 22nd, which is when it was going to originally end, is now going to be at 9 p.m. PDT. So, just to go over that again, starting Friday, June 20th at 12 p.m. PDT, same time it was supposed to start, I believe. And then it's going to end on June 22nd, 9 p.m. PDT, which is a pretty big gap because I'm pretty sure it was going to be ending at 12 p.m. PDT on Sunday, June 22nd as well. So we're getting, I think that's 7 hours worth of extension. This is actually it's more than that, right? It's more than that. I think it's 9 hours of an extension. Phenomenal, phenomenal. So they go on to say there's social TDM, which is going to be Gridlock, Gold Rush, Raven Down, Courtyard, and War Machine. Okay. Then we're going to have competitive. This is King of the Hill plus Execution, which will have Gridlock, Raven Down, Courtyard, War Machine, and Canals. I'm just so pumped. This is them listening to the community. I know some people were upset, and I said in our video talking about kind of some of the backlash to, like I said, I thought the first weekend was great, but I did say, look, when you give us bad Friday, you got to go ahead and extend the time a little bit, and they're going to do it now. A lot of people wanted execution in there. It's now in there, so you're going to get that mode as well as a King of the Hill mode. I think this is exactly what can make this game be what it needs to be. And we're going to be doing more videos as we get towards the release of the game, um, talking about this because this is a really important time, I think, for Gears of War. I think there's a large community of people that are looking for a game like Gears of War, right? A new kind of multiplayer game they can get into that's not one of these live service things, right? Doesn't have 18 battle passes. You don't have to log on every single day to get your rewards. You just play it as you want. And, kind of has that old feel, has the community that Gears of War has, right? That's what I think people want. And so this is how you're going to get there is by listening to what people want. There's no reason not to extend the beta, right? It's not like the game is coming out next week and you got to have all hands on deck to get this thing going. You have time. You can extend this beta out, and kudos to them for doing it. You add an execution, give people a little bit more. I think execution is going to be more for the hardcore of the hardcore that want to play, kind of like Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. I used to always play execution. That was the game what I loved, but I'm starting to fall in love with the multiple live games as well, to be honest with you. I kind of like the idea of me being able to respawn, but execution was my number one. Wingman and execution were my two big ones on Gears of War 2. So I wanted to bring you guys this update. I was getting ready. I had a list of video ideas for tomorrow that I could possibly do. And then this popped up on my feed, and I said, I might have a heart attack. I mean, that's how excited I was to get this news to you because we're getting execution, we're getting an extended beta, and I'm going to tell you, we'll be playing the beta as much as humanly possible to make sure we have all the coverage we can. And then after that, it's going to be I'll say this, it's going to be a long, depressing time until August when this thing gets released. I just want to add one thing. If they're listening, right, which probably not, but if maybe this could spark other people to start talking about it. We have a whole month of July coming up, right? So we're on June 18th right now. We have a whole month of July, and this game doesn't come out until August. So maybe you throw us another beta weekend. Maybe give us one more beta weekend. Maybe you do what you did this time around. Give us two beta weekends. All I'm saying is I'm not against it. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.